like he can see our moves before we make them.
He can. That's literally his power.
Give it up, Ninja. You know that the two of you can't beat me, the mighty Pluto!
Then how about we make it 5?
Then this makes things more interesting.
Oh, great. Now he's a ghost? Perfect!
Is everyone alright?
Yeah.
Never better.
Just peachy.
Affirmative. Though that is rather ominous.
This day just keeps getting better.
So let's review the facts. Pluto flew at us, we all blacked out, or claimed we did, and Pluto possessed one of us to write that message on the wall.
Pluto has the power to read our minds, right? So it's reasonable to assume that he's read the mind of whoever he's controlling and will act like them and know things only we'd know.
Let's test that. Austin, who was our 4th grade teacher?
Mr. Davidson.
Will, who do we have for history in 7th grade?
Mrs. Montgomery.
Now let's test you. Who do we have for 6th grade science?
Miss Fralick.
Alright, we're all clear. What about you two? You got any specific details only you'd know?
Serena, when we first met, how old were you?
7. When you first, woke up, who was the scientist that tested you?
That would be Dr. Roberts.
Okay, we're clear.
Well, I guess with us nothing can be easy.
Where's Connor? Maybe he'd be able to tell us if any of us were acting any different. We could believe him since he wasn't there to be possessed.
He's with his tutor. And we can't get him now. He's required to have some school. We have to figure this out some other way.
Perhaps there would be security footage of the alleyway that we could use.
It's worth a try.
Well, that was helpful.
It is possible we could determine which direction Pluto is traveling, and see which of us he intended to enter.
I guess that would be the fairest way.
It appears that Pluto was directed towards the back of our group, aimed at...
Aimed at me?
It seems so.
Well, maybe he was aimed at me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he possessed me.
Right. But this is our leading piece of evidence.
Well, let's think about this from Pluto's perspective. He can possess one of us, so which one would he pick? Connor's arguably the most powerful of us, but he wasn't there. So who would be the next most powerful?
It would seem that Serena would be the next most powerful with her energy powers.
Who's to say Pluto knew which one of us was most powerful? Mark, Austin, and I had only just showed up. He hadn't seen us fight yet.
He could have observed our previous fights and figured it out from there.
If I may suggest a possibility, Pluto could have determined from our formation that Austin was our leader. And if he truly wants to cripple the team from the inside, possessing the leader would be his best step to accomplishing that goal.
Also true.
But, given our current state, Pluto didn't want us to know who he had possessed. Maybe he possessed the person we'd least expect.
And who would that be?
Well, I would say the least likely would probably be you.
Me? Why me? I haven't seen any accusations pointed at Mark yet. I mean, he's a robot. Pluto could just find out everything he needs to know from his computer brain.
If Pluto is capable of possessing biological organisms, then it would seem unreasonable to believe that he could possess me.
Well, how do we know what he can and cannot possess? He could have possessed his marker for all we know.
Where did you get that?
I don't know. It was in my pocket.
The message on the wall appeared to have been written in black marker.
Well, he could have just put the marker in my pocket to make it look like he possessed me, if he's as smart as he seems.
Yes, but our two most concrete pieces of evidence suggest that it was you he possessed.
Come on, do I look any different? Are my eyes going purple or something? Or am I acting different?
Owen's right. Pluto seems smarter than this. He wouldn't give himself up so easily.
Are you defending him because you believe it's not him? Or are you defending him because he's your best friend?
I'm treating this matter with the best judgment that I can. Sorry, there isn't an instruction manual on how to figure out which one of your friends has been possessed by an evil ghost.
It would seem that we are becoming too emotionally involved in this investigation. Perhaps we should—
Like you'd know about being emotionally involved. You don't even have emotions.
I'm sorry, I just believe that this investigation should be left to those with a clear head and a knowledgeable mind.
I may not be the smartest, but I do my best. That was uncalled for.
What's uncalled for is you attacking Mark like this. All he's trying to do is provide a voice of reason, and he's—
Now who's the one just trying to defend their friend?
Stop trying to act like you're a saint, alright? There's still a chance it could be any of us.
I'm no saint, but I know I've got a strong set of morals. I'd say that makes me pretty good.
Your brother doesn't make you a hero.
Your brother does not make you one either. At least I don't keep secrets from my family.
It would be best if everyone settled down.
You know what, Tin Can? I'm tired of you trying to pretend like you know what it's like to be one of us.
Though I do not possess a human body, I do possess a capability for feeling emotion.
No, you don't. You're nothing but a computer in a body made of metal. You're not one of us.
Everyone stop! This is what Pluto wants. We're at each other's throats and saying things I know we don't mean. Don't you get it? He's not in any of us. It's a trick.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it.
I know. I'm sorry too.
I'm sorry, Mark. I don't believe what I said.
Of course. It was just an unintended action done in the heat of the moment. I understand. And I apologize as well.
So if Pluto wasn't in any of us, then we should start figuring out where he is.
Affirmative. We should use the elemental power tracker we used to find Golden Eagle.
Right, we'll do that.
What?
I'm just glad that's over.
You've got a thing on your face. Just there.
Wait.
Those marks appear to be consistent with those we found on the wall. But Austin never had the marker.
So it was you all along.
Of course. How else to tear you apart?
What do we do? How do we get Pluto out of Austin? Should we try asking nicely?
I do not have any knowledge of any previous events such as this to use as reference.
Well, that's just great. Whatever that means.
Should we try to talk him out of it or something? Well, it looks like he doesn't want to talk.
The power of my fist compels you! Ah, God.
Get out of my head! Why should I do that? I will not let you hurt my friends! So, no hard feelings? You made me hurt my friends. So yeah, there are some hard feelings.
The area has been bruised, but will not take too long to heal.
Are you going to be alright?
I'll live.
I'm sorry. I mean, it wasn't really me at the time, but I still did this.
Don't worry about it. Just glad you snapped out of it.
I think that's what snapped me out of it. I didn't want to see any of you get hurt.
Look, I'm sorry. I said awful things. I didn't mean it.
I know. I get it. We didn't know who to trust. I'm sorry too.
There's a message coming through the database.
Who's it from?
My brother.